Welcome back. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate all my new subscribers. This one is remembering Irv Gotti. And I found some highlights from his funeral and, and some words that his brother said. So this video shouldn't take that long. But Irv Gotti's brother says rap mogul had massive hemor- hemorrhaging stroke while eating Chinese food before his death. Irv Gotti's brother Chris Lorenzo said the rap mogul had a massive hemorrhagic stroke while eating Chinese food before his death. He's 54. I believe he was diagnosed in his late 40s, but Irv doesn't go to the doctor, so that's why he's so late being diagnosed, the entrepreneur said on Two-Way Podcast February 20th. And when he finally did get to a real physician and a checkup, they were like, "You're diabetic," and he didn't believe it. That's Irv Gotti and his brother, Chris. Lorenzo, 58, said his late younger brother had type 1 diabetes. That shocked me because, he was in his 40s when he found out. So he had that for 40 some years because you born with type 1. Um, had type 1 diabetes and that their father, who died at age 86, was also diabetic. And when we talk about this topic, I watched him suffer the last 3 years of his life. So it's about quality of life, he added. We all have to go at one point in time. We just really want to go on our terms. And Irv, sadly enough, he did go on his terms. He just didn't believe it. And he was like, I'm going to go the way I want. He ate a bunch of Chinese food while playing poker and had a massive hemorrhaging stroke, which is bleeding on the brain. And actually, I had that as well. I got surgery right here. And, they said 97% of the people that had what I had didn't make it. I was in the 3%. I don't know why God keeping me around. It must be something I'm supposed to do. But I thank him. As page 6 previously reported, Gotti-born Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr. died on February 5th. He was 54. The music producer's children confirmed his passing in a joint statement shared on their father's Instagram. Surrounded by family and friends, he departed this world, leaving behind a legacy that will forever resonate in the hearts of those who knew him and the countless lives he touched his children. Angie, Sonny, and JJ wrote on February 6th. Our dad was an incredible man, a true visionary who transformed the hip hop industry and changed the game for artists and fans alike. His passion for music and dedication to his craft inspired many, and his contributions will continue to influence future generations. Gotti's rep told TMZ that his client had been struggling with diabetes for years, which caused him to have a minor stroke last year. During a 2023 interview on Drink Champs, Irv admitted he wasn't consistent with taking his insulin. I know how that is because I'm doing it now, though. I'm doing it now. I'm taking it before bed. And I need to do the research on this medication, too. Oh, I think I want to keep that. Irv Gotti's 300 million inheritance could reportedly lead to family drama. Earlier this month, Irv Gotti passed away at age 54, leaving his supporters and loved ones devastated. The announcement was made amid rumors that Murder Inc. founder was not responsible following a stroke and brain bleed. At the time of writing, his cause of death has yet to be confirmed. Ahead of Gotti's passing, however, he sold his music catalog for 300 million. I didn't know that. Now, according to Hip Hop, there's some speculation that this inheritance could result in some tension in the family. Sources even say tension is already brewing per the outlet. Gotti reportedly left control of his estate to his oldest daughter, resulting in some frustration over who gets to be in charge of the money. It's no secret that situations like this can lead to major risks between family members. Hopefully, they'll be able to work things out sooner than later and not hold on any lasting grudges. Fans have heard from various members of Gotti's family since his passing, with a statement from the family as a whole being released on the late icon's Instagram page. It is with heavy hearts that we announce the passing of our beloved father, Irv Gotti, Irv Gotti Lorenzo, on February 5th. Surrounded by family and friends, he departed this world, leaving behind a legacy. Damn it, damn it, damn it. He departed this world, leaving behind a legacy that will forever resonate in the hearts of those who knew him and countless lives he touched. Our dad was an incredible man, a true visionary. Oh, yeah, we said that. Dame Dash final text with Irv Gotti. See, I didn't even know that they was cool. I'm live. I'm live. I'll call you back. I did not know that Irv Gotti and Dame Dash was that cool. He reveals final text with Irv Gotti before his death. I don't want to see you die. As the world, as the rap world continues to reel from the death of hip hop mogul Irv Gotti, another one of rap's heavyweight execs reveals how the tragedy has affected him. Dame Dash spoke about his relationship. Oh, hey, Darlene. Hey, love. You know what? Yesterday, my phone, when I'm in the office, my phone is on silence. And I had left my phone on silence all day yesterday. So I apologize to you. Um, Dame Dash spoke about his relationship with Gotti leading up to his death and how it changed because of his health, despite sometimes not getting along with competitive world of rap. It's the type of thing where I'm not surprised based on what I know was going on with his health and the way he was approaching it. But it's still shocking, Damon Dash said. Regardless to what our relationship was at that very no moment, you knew we brothers. We known each other for 30 years. I don't want to see you die. Dame Dash reacts to the passing of Irv Gotti and reveals he reached out to Irv Gotti after discovering his struggles with diabetes, despite them not seeing eye to eye in the last couple of years. I had no idea that they was that close. I did. Let me get rid of this stuff out my phone. This video will not be long. I already did a video earlier. All right. Let me see. That's February. I think this is it. Then I'm going to show these video clips. He goes on to explain that even though they weren't close, oh, okay. Dame Dash. See, that's how it is, Darlene. That's how it is. Because when it be on silent, I don't even think about it. Damon Dash goes on to explain that even though they weren't too close the past few years, he cared for him and didn't want to see him pass and offered up any assistance he needed. Me and Irv weren't seeing eye to eye for the last couple of years, but when I found out the struggles, I texted and I said, Irv, regardless of what, we brothers, I don't want to see you die. I was looking at that text today. Dash said, let me know how I can help. Dash says that they exchanged a few texts and adds that if they were closer, he would have revamped his lifestyle to help Gotti's future. And he sent back, yo, I'm getting better, Dame, but it was in his life. I would have made it a lifestyle for him. I would have made it uncool to neglect your health because you know you die over food. Don't make no sense. Dash said, food is not that good that you should leave this world for it and that your family should have to be absent. The Murder Inc. recording artist, founder passed February 5th, just a day after he suffered his second stroke within a year. See how the hip hop community mourns his untimely death. All right, I think that is it. Let me get into these videos. I think that's it. Yep, that is it. Okay, now let's get this. Gonna be a quick video that I'm gonna do. Now this is Ja Rule speaking. Oh, that's the wrong video. Hold on. Oh my God, why is it doing that? It is giving me. I hate when this stupid thing does that. Resident visibly frustrated. Oh my God. I can't stand when it does this. Here's the next one. Yeah, the 21st. I gotta do TD Jakes because he back in the news.
and my brother received salvation. And I am so thankful. All the conversations that him and I had, all the arguments, all the debates about heaven and God and everything, I am so grateful and so honored that God gave me the privilege to stand by his side. And also, with my brother, the three of us, no matter how many fights and arguments we had, no matter how many things we have been through, God saw fit for all three of us to rise and stand out. And Earth gifted me something he engraved it, and he said, for life. And every time I look at it, I was like, oh, you really meant for life. You really meant that. And but I am grateful that to the very end. We rode with him to the very end. Now, thank the Lord Jesus Christ for every second of it.
At the table said, we should have something like that, right? So I ain't gonna be trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying? So
Immediately. The kid that sent the message, wow, dad responded to you, he didn't, and he loves us so much. Without me cutting school.
I just want to show oh, this is children.
as well as the Kevin allows them to share his sentence to come at this time. I came across a quote recently from one of Uncle's contemporaries in the music business, Rick Rubin, that read, art isn't in the tools, materials, equipment you use. It's in the way you see the world. Uncle Rick was an artist. He left a legacy in music that will outlast us all, but he showed me the artistry in the little things too. If you ever got to hear him tell a story, you felt you were watching an artist at work. Nothing existed outside the room you were in. He could command your attention like no one else. He had that burning desire to share what was in his head and heart with the world, and a work ethic to match it. As I got older, I started to see that version of him a little clearer. Uncle Herb the artist, but first I knew he was Uncle Herb the family man. He often said that nothing was more important to him than family, and he was true to his word. I saw him almost every weekend growing up. I used to take that for granted, but as I've gotten older and found myself busier and busier, I've come to understand that as the act of love it really was. He was at the height of his fame. He could have been anywhere in the world, but he chose to be home, looking for burgers, making sure his children, nieces, and nephews truly knew him. I'm thankful for that.
It's done.
Each time we gather as a family, we take the same sense of pictures.
Oh, I put breaks in on everything, but
Everyone eating a coffee, the individual nuclear family is just 15 grandkids, it's just the original 8 kids, so on. When I was younger, this felt like a chore. As I got older, I started to realize why we had to do that every
I
time.
put gas in there though.
It was proof of life. We're still here. Me and your
So
probably
you want
raised
me to play that?
All right, I want to get back. I want to do Ja Rule, and then I'm about to end this. I was trying to bring it up, but it wouldn't come up.
You heard me?
Yes, I'm live.
Oh.
You see I'm live.
The Kelly Bryant matter.
I don't understand. What's the problem?
Tariff exemption comes as Trump and Prime Minister.
Oh my God. What the hell is the problem? Oh, maybe it just ain't available no more. Let me Google it. Oh no, I don't want that.
So not one dry eye in the building at Herb's funeral. Yeah, that according to reports, which makes sense because I think a lot of people, from everyone I've talked to who knew Herb Gotti personally, if you got a story, you got a story. Yeah. Thank you. Look at you know what to do with the mic. If you got a story, you got a story, right? So yesterday, Irv Gotti's funeral went down here in New York. It happened at Greater Allen AME Cathedral Church. It was a private ceremony, but there were videos that surfaced online. In attendance, you had all of his Murray Inc. crew. Ja Rule, Ashanti attended. I know some people were wondering if she was actually going to make it out. Lloyd, Charlie Baltimore, Jay-Z, Gail King, Steve Stout, Hype Williams, Benny Boom, Angie Martinez, the Rough Riders crew. But of course, with Ja Rule being there, he stood up and he spoke to give his final words to Herb. Let's take a listen.
I just want to say, Herb, I love you. Everyone in this room loves you. You touched everybody in your own ways. I know everybody has their moments of that with you. So we are here to celebrate your life because it will live on forever. I love you, my brother. See you when I get there.
Yeah, and he was obviously really emotional. He had on some glasses in the beginning of his the eulogy that he did. Took the glasses off, just wanted to make sure that he was given the proper respects, and he spoke to the family and talked about, now Herb is at peace. But
they were brothers. I mean, he got he got him signed and started from the very beginning, and they were very tight and through thick and thin, and they were real brothers. So definitely rest in peace and condolences.
And I wanted to ask you, Envy, they also gave Herb like a little ride through the neighborhood. You know how like what they did with Nipsey?
Yeah.
They gave Herb a ride through Queens one last time, and they took him past his neighborhood home, but they also took him past a park in Queens that they said was like really instrumental in his career.
So he's from Hollis, but he got his start as DJ Herb in the park. So Herb got his start DJing the basketball tournaments, DJing the park jams and the park things. He would just go up, set up, and back then there was no money. You just DJ because you just enjoy DJing. So that's how he got his start in meeting everybody in the locally in the streets, because that's the way everybody would congregate. They would go to the parks and ball out and meet girls, and girls would meet dudes, and that's where you got to start DJing.
You know what I was thinking too? You never know what people's relationships are behind the scenes. Like we don't really know these people. We just see interviews and we just see moments, so we assume things.
Yeah.
But if you have issues with a person when they are alive, but you love them enough to go to their funeral when they pass, then maybe you don't have the issues you think you have with the person. So you should probably smooth that out while they're alive.
I agree. I agree. And I think that when I mentioned that Ashanti was there, people were wondering if she was going to make it out. I remember when Irv Gotti first passed away, people were wondering if Ashanti would say anything publicly about it. And she actually did take the time to say it. And she talked about how she couldn't believe that things ended like this. And she always wanted him to be at peace.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to your point, Charlotte, like when it gets to this point, it's like what's really important here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was her showing up for him because he did do a lot for her in her career as well.
Son.
Man, let me tell her, I wanted her to listen to this last part of this. This is the bomb diggity. Oh, shit. No, that's it. This is the last part. Hold on a minute, y'all. Come back. I want you to watch this last part. This is the last part. Oh, bye. I thought my friend was gone. This is the last part. This my girl.
Oh, we're going to jump right into it because that's how we do it over here. I ain't going to tarry too long tonight, y'all. But folks have been asking me. They said, so, madam, what's going on with this situation with the rapper Irv Gotti? Now, before I tell y'all what ancestors told me on this, I'm going to first give y'all some background information on Irv Gotti. We jumps right into it, because that's how we do it. Irv Gotti, he was born in Queens, New York. Queens, New York. And Irv Gotti, he wasn't just a rapper, who put a song on SoundCloud, etc. And eventually his song became a hit. He ain't do it that way. Irv Gotti, he built Murder Inc. from the ground up. And in the early 2000s, he built his personal empire. Now, some of y'all was outside back then. You already know about Murder Inc. And at that time, Murder Inc., it had the radio and the streets on lock. Catch that on fleek. And at that time, Ja Rule and Ashanti, they was running the charts.
Sure
And
was.
that motherfucker Irv Gotti, he was the mastermind behind it all. I said the mastermind. Pulling strings like a puppet. Irv Gotti, he was raised in Hollis, Queens, the same neighborhood that Run DMC came from. And Irv Gotti, he wasn't just a business mind. He was a producer, a visionary, and he was also a motherfucker, a hustler.
Mm-hmm.
A hustler who knew how to flip a situation to go in his favor. Before Murder Inc., Irv Gotti was putting in work with a man by the name of Mick Geronimo. And he got his first real industry break when he linked up with Jay-Z on Reasonable Doubt. Irv Gotti, he was in a mix-up with Jay-Z and things of that nature. So they knew some things that was going on in the industry and behind the scenes. Irv Gotti was in a mix-up with Jay-Z when Jay-Z was still on the come.
Mm-hmm.
But that big ass of money, it really started coming in when Irv Gotti, he started Murder Inc. under Def Jam. Irv Gotti said, shit the good. He said, Ja Rule. Irv Gotti said, Ja Rule, I want you to get your ass in that studio. I want you to start dropping, them street anthems and them crossover hits. And he said, Ashanti, this is what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to make you the queen of motherfucker R&B. Catch that on fleek. That's what he told Ashanti. Irv Gotti. He was in the background, y'all, making millions.
Yeah.
Running. I'm showing y'all how the game go. Okay. Now this is where things get a little bit dark. Now when you look at the name that Irv Gotti that he chose for his record label, called Murder Inc. Murder Inc. Some of y'all thought he just chose that name because it sounded good. And sister said, hell to the Noah. And sister said, Irv Gotti always had one foot in the music industry, in the music game, and another foot in the motherfucker streets. And he balanced that shit out very precisely. Let me break it down. Irv Gotti, he had close ties with Supreme McGriff, a well-known drug lord.
Sure did.
Target. And the feds, they wasn't just watching from the background. They was building a whole case trying to tie Murder Inc. to money laundering, drug money, and things of that nature. Some of y'all remember? And in the year 2003, look at that number, 2003, they raided the label offices, snatched up computers, computer files, everything. And Irv Gotti and his brother Chris, they got hit with some charges. But guess what? Them charges end up getting dropped, and they beat the case. Y'all already know why they beat the case? Because they had to do some things in the motherfucker go back. And sister said, and if you notice, after the case and things of that nature, if you notice, after that end up happening with Irv Gotti, the music industry, they started treating Irv Gotti like he was poison. Huh. But Irv Gotti, y'all, check me out. Irv Gotti spoke that on himself when he chose the name Murder Inc. Some folks might say, well, he ain't get murdered. And that's exactly what they want you to believe, that he didn't get murdered. We got to say allegedly. Let's go a little bit deeper down a rabbit hole. Y'all, Irv Gotti, he was another one who signed that satanic contract.
Yeah.
And who made that unspoken agreement.
Yeah.
Motherfucker background. Said you better think again. Ancestor said it was hidden exchanges, sacrifices, and deals that Irv Gotti made in the background along the way to get fame and fortune. And because of the dark deals that he made, with these satanic, archonic type of motherfuckers, it caused him to be surrounded by dark demonic energy exchanges.
Facts.
Irv Gotti thought, when he signed these deals and shit, and he was doing those diabolical things in the background that didn't nobody know about, he thought he was going to, continue to get fame and fortune and to go higher in his career. But as his fame and empire grew, his personal and his private life, it began to crumble. And that's the point, when you start to see things as they really are. Says shit, these motherfuckers, they coming to get me. That's what he said. Said, it's always these fuckers in the back who always want to fuck up something, put somebody in the front. And sister said, Irv Gotti, believe it or not. Because people say, well, what happened? So matter. What happened? Believe it or not. Irv Gotti, he had handlers. That's what ancestor said.
They all do.
They said Irv Gotti, he had handlers, but they were invisible handlers. What you mean, invisible handlers? Let me break it down. The ones that was around him, but the people didn't see him around them, around these figures, because they weren't in the public eye. Put it together. And these was, ancestors said, these was people who shaped and controlled his career, his path. The ones who ensured his success and his failure at the same motherfucker time. In an equal measure, an equal balance. Somebody trying to help you win and help you fail at the same damn time.
Damn.
In that rabbit hole, it go much more deep. And sister said Irv Gotti, he was being prepared, chosen for a fucking sacrificial lamb. I gotta say allegedly, but y'all know how it is. Now y'all know how we do it over here. Murder by them fuckers' numbers. Irv Gotti, he transitioned. He died on February 5th, 2025. And let's add those numbers up and see what we get. 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 equal what? 16. 1 times 6 equal what? 6. They go to 6 right there. And he passed away transition at age 54. And when you add 54 together, 5 plus 4, you get 9. And we're going to do exactly like they do. And we flip that 9. And when you flip the 9, you get the what? 6. Add them 6s together and see what we get. 6 plus 6 equal what? 12. 1 plus 2 equal what? 3. They go to 3 right there, y'all. Told you numbers are very important when you know how to use them. There go the three right there. And when you put it together, you clearly get the 3-6 murder by numbers. Okay? Now I'm going to say this, and I want y'all to listen to me close. Those blood contracts, that these celebrities and different people are signing, it go way deeper than just signing a blood contract and making blood sacrifices. The ancestor said it's going to be another celebrity death that come up. I'm prophesying. And this year, another celebrity death. And in that video, they want me to go deeper, on the subject about this. Blood sacrifice contracts and the deeper things on it. All right, y'all? We got much more videos to do. Y'all be good. And I will be back.
I love her. That's so Madame Fame versus Sacrifice. And she right, because Angie Stone came after that. Angie Stone wanted her royalties. And they saying that she was actually unalive before that accident. That driver, that she was already dead when that accident, because she was the only one that died. I'm saying, but she was going after them royalties, and apparently they owe her millions. So that was the next celebrity, I believe, that passed after that. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm coming back with one more video, but I'm just going to get into my book because I ain't got time. But I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe.